Hello everyone, good morning. Let's begin with the new chapter number 5, arithmetic progression. Its abbreviation is AP and its weightage in board is 4 marks. So first of all, to understand the arithmetic progression, it is better to understand about what is sequence first. Okay, so in maths, what is sequence? So sequence, you can say in maths is a order list of numbers. For example, if I write here 1, 2, 3, 4 up to n, up to n. So we can say that this is the first term. The number we denoted as a term. This is the first term. This is the second term. This is the third term. This is the fourth term. And this is the nth term. Okay, there are total 3 types of progression: arithmetic progression, geometric progression and harmonic progression. Geometric progression and harmonic progression you will study in higher classes. Now in this standard, in 10th standard, we will learn about the arithmetic progression. So let's see what is arithmetic progression. Now, let's start with the arithmetic progression. It's AP. Before going to the definition, I will show you some examples so you can get a more idea about the arithmetic progression. Now, I have listed here a few sequence 1, 2, 3, 4, 100, 70, 40, 10, etc. Minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, 0, etc. 3, 3, 3, 3, etc. Okay, if you see the first term, each term, this is the first term, second term, third term and fourth term. Each term is one more than its preceding term. It means जो भी term है next वाली वो अपने पहले के term से एक ज़्यादा है. For example, here first term is 1, okay, and its next term is 2. तो उसकी preceding term से एक ज़्यादा है. Similarly 3 is succeeding term of 2. So 2 is a preceding term for the 3. So 2 plus 1 is 3. In short, here in this list, in first example, succeeding term is one more than its preceding term. Now, for the second example, succeeding term is 30 less than its preceding term. First term is 100, then second term is 70. So 30 less. Again, next third term is 40. So less 30 from the second term. So here 30 less from the preceding term. Here minus 3, minus 2, minus 1. So again plus 1. There is a difference of plus 1 in each consecutive terms. If you see here, first term is minus 3, second term is minus 2, third term is minus 1 and fourth term is 0. So here each term is 1 plus or 1 more than its preceding term. Now in the last one, in fourth case, if you see all the numbers are same 3, 3, 3, 3, either it is first term or second term or third term or fourth term. So we can say that here all the number list having term same. Having number same. It means first term is 3, second term is 3, third term is 3 and fourth term is 3. So we can say that either adding 0 to the preceding term, we get the succeeding term. For example, first term is 3. If we add 0, we get the second term. Again, if we add 0 in second term, we get the third term. Like this. So from this all example, if you see that the succeeding term we get by adding any fixed number. I repeat again. From this all examples, you notice that the succeeding term we get by adding fixed number. By adding fixed number. And such list of number are said to be AP. Such list of a number are said to be AP. Here each of the number of list is called term, as I told you earlier, right? So to any list of number, for any list of number or sequence, how it will become an AP? वो AP कब हो सकता है? When the difference between the two consecutive term is same. Here if you take a difference from second term to first term, it is 1. Third term to fourth term, it is 1. Fourth term to three term, it is 1. Similarly, if you take the second example, difference between the second term and first term, 70 minus 100, it is minus 30. Third term minus second term, 40 minus 70, it is minus 30. Fourth term minus third term, 10 minus 40, again it is minus 30. In short, when a list of a number having a consecutive terms difference is same, when the consecutive terms difference is same in the list of a number, that list of a number we called as an arithmetic progression. Now I am showing you any one example extra, and we have to check either it is an AP or not. Now I have taken one example, a list of number, or we can say a sequence, 3, 4, 6, 7, 9, dash dash dash. Okay, if you see, this is the first term, this is the second term, this is the third term, this is the fourth term, and this is the fifth term. So let's see either the difference between the two consecutive term is same or not. If it is same, then this sequence we called as an AP, arithmetic progression. If the difference is not same, then this sequence or list of number is not an AP. So keep this thing in your mind. If any sequence given to you, you have to check the difference between the two consecutive number. If the two consecutive, now let's check whether the given list of number or sequence is an AP or not. Again, I say the same thing to check whether the list of number or sequence is AP or not. What is required? The requirement is the difference between the two consecutive numbers or two consecutive terms must be same. So let's see. This is the first term. This is the second term. This is third. This is fourth. And this is the fifth term. Okay. So if you take a difference from second term and first term, difference between the two consecutive terms, second and 1. So 4 minus 3 is 1. Here the difference is 1. The difference between third term and second term, 6 minus 4 is 2. The difference between the fourth term and the third term, 7 minus 6. The difference between the fifth term and the fourth term is 9 minus 7. So if you see, the difference between two consecutive terms for this particular example is not same. It varies. Sometimes it is 1, sometimes it is 2, sometimes it is 1, and sometimes again it is 2. So from this we can say that the given example or list of a number or a sequence is not an AP. Is not an. Now let's check whether the given list of number or sequence is an AP or not. Again, I say the same thing to check whether the list of number or sequence is AP or not. What is required? The requirement is the difference between the two consecutive numbers or two consecutive terms must be same. So let's see. This is the first term. This is the second term. This is third. This is fourth. And this is the fifth term. Okay. So if you take a difference from second term and first term, difference between the two consecutive terms, second and 1. So 4 minus 3 is 1. Here the difference is 1. The difference between third term and second term. 6 minus 4 is 2. The difference between the fourth term and the third term. 7 minus 6. The difference between the fifth term and the fourth term is 9 minus 7. So if you see, the difference between two consecutive terms for this particular example is not same. It varies. Sometimes it is 1, sometimes it is 2, sometimes it is 1 and sometimes again it is 2. So from this we can say that the given example or list of a number or a sequence is not an AP. Is not an. Let's see the definition of an AP. An AP means arithmetic progression is a list of a number in which each term is obtained by adding a fixed number to preceding term except the first number. Adding the fixed term to the preceding number except the first term. That list of number is called an AP. This fixed number is called the common difference and it is denoted by small d, and it can be positive, negative or 0. The common difference, it means small d, it may be positive or negative or it may be 0. Let's see the general form of an AP. Let's get knowledge related to general form of an AP. General form of an AP is A, comma, A plus D, A plus 2D, A plus 3D, comma, dash, dash, dash. This is the list of number, or we can say a sequence. Okay. And here A is a first number. Small a is denoted for the first term. It is denoted for the first term. And small d is denoted for the common difference. So A, comma, A plus D, A plus 2D, comma, A plus 3D, comma, this sequence represent an AP, where A is a first term and D is the common difference. I have taken one example to check whether this form is true or not. You can take any example of an AP. So I have taken here 100, 70, 40, 10, and again it is dash, dash, dash. It is infinite. So let's see the difference between the two consecutive terms. So second minus first term, 70 minus 100 is minus 30. Third minus second term. Third term minus second term. Again 40 minus 70 minus 30. Again fourth term minus third term. 10 minus 40 is minus 30. So here first number or first term which is small a is 100 and the common difference we got is minus 30. So if this we apply this form, general form to this example, then 100 is the first term, it is a, then a plus d. So 100 plus minus 30, 100 plus 2d, a plus 2d, it means 100 plus 2 into minus 30. Then comma 100 plus 3 into common difference, a plus 3d. So let's see. So it is 100 is the first term. Yeah, it is 100. Then 100 plus minus 30. 100 plus minus 30 means plus minus minus. So 100 minus 30 is 70. Now we get the second term. Now let's check for the third term. 100 plus 2 times minus 30. 2 3s are 6. So minus 60. So 100 minus 60 is 40. Similarly 100 minus 90 is 10. So in short, this is the general form of an AP. A plus A, comma, A plus D, comma, A plus 2D, comma, A plus 3D. Let's move towards type of an AP. There are two types of an AP, finite AP and infinite AP. You already aware of the word finite and infinite. Finite means fixed and infinite means not fixed. So what is finite AP and what is infinite AP? The AP in which the number of terms are fixed, is called an finite AP. The number of terms are fixed is called finite AP, and in finite AP they have a last term. For example, here 3, 5, 7, 9, 19. Okay, so it ends with 19. It doesn't move ahead. It means it is a finite AP, and it has a last term. Here the last term is 19 and the first term is 3. The common difference, if any ask, is 5 minus 3 2, 7 minus 5 2, 9 minus 7 2. So here is the finite AP in which first term is 3, last term is 19 and the common difference is 2. Are you getting it? Okay. Now let's move to the infinite AP. Now infinite AP, it means an AP in which the number of terms are not fixed. It is not fixed and they do not have a last term. Example, 3, 5, 7, 9, dash dash dash. If you anytime see dash dash, it means it is a infinite. Here this is also an AP, but this is an infinite AP. Why? Because it is not having a last term. A first term is 3, and again common difference is second term minus first term, third term minus second term, fourth term minus third term. So this 5 minus 3 2, 7 minus 5 2, and 9 minus 7 2. So here in both case we can say that here A is 3, D is 2, and last term is equal to 19 for finite AP. For infinite, A is equal to 3 and D is equal to 2. It doesn't have any last term. Let's start with exercise 5.1. In 5.1, the first question is, in which of the following situation does the list of numbers involve make an arithmetic progression and why? They are asking that if the list of number you get from the following situation, the 4 situation have given, and from that if you get the list of number, that list of number is AP or not, that you have to check. Okay, and you have to justify your answer also, why it is AP and why it is not AP. Okay, so again I tell you the same thing. Any list of number or sequence become an AP if the common difference between the two consecutive term is same. If it is not same, then it is not an AP. So let's check for the first one. Here in first it is given that the taxi fare for the first kilometer, it is 15 rupees, and for each additional kilometer it is 8 rupees. It means अगर आप start करते हो traveling, तो पहले किलोमीटर के लिए, पहले जो डिस्टेंस ट्रैवल होता है 1 किलोमीटर, उसके लिए 15 रुपए चार्ज रहेंगे, एंड फ्रॉम द सेकेंड किलोमीटर each kilometer charges 8 rupees. So let's see. First we have to get the list of number and then we have to check whether that list of number is an AP or not. So first of all, here first term is A. So it is 15. First kilometer, it is a first term. It means it is denoted by A. Now how to get the second term, A2? It means it is a second term. So to get a next term or succeeding term, what we do? Add a fixed number. So 15 plus 8 is equal to 23. So this 23 is a second term. Now A3 is a third term. How to get the third term? A2 plus D. It means A2 is 23 and plus D is equal to 31. Now to get A4, A3 plus D is equal to 31 plus 8 is equal to 39. So let's see the list of a number: 15, 23, 31, 39 and so on. If you see the difference between the two consecutive term, it is 8. Okay, here A is equal to 15 and D is equal to 8. So from this we can say that the given list of a number is an AP. Why it is an AP? Because it has a same common difference between the two consecutive terms. Continue with the second one. The amount of air present in cylinder when a vacuum pump removes 1/4 of the air remaining in the cylinder at a time. Okay, so it means every time जो भी बचा है air उसमें से 1/4 remove हो जाता है. Is it clear? Okay, I am showing you the steps so it is clear to you. Let assume that the amount of air in cylinder is x. Okay, so सबसे पहले cylinder is full with the quantity x. Okay, और first stroke में जो निकलता है it is every time it is 1/4 it is removed. 1/4 every time removed. So first removed air at the first stroke is 1/4. So पहले x था then minus 1/4x. तो पहले ही अटेम्प्ट में 1/4 निकल गया. इट मीन्स एयर लेफ्ट जो बचा है आफ्टर द फर्स्ट स्ट्रोक इज x माइनस 1/4x इज इक्वल टू 3/4x. एक पूरा होता है होल, उसमें से 1/4 निकाल देंगे तो हाउ मच रिमेनिंग 3/4. इट इज लाइक दिस x माइनस 1/4x इज इक्वल टू 3/4. नाउ इट मीन्स फर्स्ट स्ट्रोक के बाद how much remaining 3/4x remaining. अभी सेकेंड स्ट्रोक के लिए सेकेंड टाइम के लिए उसमें से 3/4 में से 1/4 निकलेगा. Are you getting it? Please try to understand. Air left after the second stroke is 3/4x minus 1/4. 1/4 of what? What is remaining? 3/4x. So after taking LCM and then we get 9/16x. Now 9/16x is the volume remaining after the second stroke. Now the next air left after the third stroke. So 9/16 is available in cylinder और जो है उसमें से 1/4 माइनस होगा. So 9/16x minus 1/4 of whatever it is remaining 9/16. So after again taking LCM, the final is 27x/64 after the third stroke. This value is remaining in cylinder. Okay, the volume of air is remaining in cylinder after the third stroke. For the fourth one, again 27x/64 minus 1/4 of 27x/64. So final is 91x/256. Now these are the numbers. The list of numbers are 3/4x, 9/16x, 27x/64 and 91x/256. Now let's write down the list of number and check whether this list of number is an AP or not. Now thus the list of number is x, 3x/4, 9x/16, 27x/64 and 91/256 and goes on. So this is the list of number. Now we have to check whether it is an AP or not. Okay, to fulfill the condition, what is required? The common difference between two consecutive term is same. So second term minus first term. Second term minus first term. So if you take LCM, it is minus 1/4x. Now third term, second term minus first term, third term minus second term. So if we do LCM and then simplify it, we get minus 3x/16. So are both same? No. Since minus 1/4x is not equal to minus 3x/16, the above list of number is not an AP. Like this you have to do the sum. I hope it is clear to you how to do the sum, how to check whether the list of number is an AP or not. Now I am going to explain you the third sum. The cost of digging a well after every meter of digging, when its cost rupees 150 for the first meter and rises by 50 rupees for each subsequent meter. Means पहले time जब हम dig करते हैं, okay, so it cost 150 rupees और उसके बाद for each time it increase 50 rupees. So we can say that for first time it is 150, for second time 150 plus 50 extra, okay, so it is 200. Okay, now for the third time, for 50 rupees every time, so it means 200 plus 50 is equal to 250. Now for the fourth time, 250 plus 50, so it is 300. So if you see the numbers, the list of numbers, so this is the first, second, third and fourth term. So we can say that 150, 200, 250, 300 are the list of number. So if you take a common difference, second term minus first term, 200 minus 150. So here A is equal to 150 and what is D? Let's find out. 200 minus 150, it means 50. Third term minus second term, 250 minus 200, again 50. Fourth term minus third term, 300 minus 250, again 50. So we get 50 each time during taking the difference between the two consecutive terms, and therefore we can say that this list of number is an AP. Now the last sum of question 1, exercise 5.1. The amount of money in account every year when 10,000 is deposited at the compound interest at 8% per annum. Annum means year. Okay, so 10,000 is the deposit. It is a principal amount, and the rate of interest is 8%. Okay, and every year it is deposited. So we have to first use the formula of compound interest. As you already studied in earlier classes, the compound interest is equal to A is equal to P 1 plus R by N into T. Okay, so by substituting the values, whatever given, P is equal to, now amount at the end of 1 year. At starting they deposited 10,000. So starting amount is 10,000. So our first term is 10,000. Are you getting it? And after 1 year, at the end of 1 year, after applying the compound interest formula, we get 10,000 into 1 plus 8 by 100, and it is for 1 year. Similarly, at the end of second year, so you have to put here 2. Then here for the at the end of the third year, 3, and at the end of the fourth year it is 4. Right? So now this is the list of number. Starting with 10,000, which is our first term, it is small a. Then second term, this is third term, and this is fourth term. Now we have to check whether this list of number is an AP or not. By seeing the number or list of number, you can easily get the idea that obviously it is not an AP, as the common difference between the two consecutive terms is not same. If we take a difference from T to T1, it is minus 10,000, and T3 minus T2 or A3 minus A2. You can use either T1 T2 or A1 A2 like that. So this difference, common difference between the two consecutive terms is not same, and therefore the given list of number is not an AP. Today we are doing exercise question number 1 of exercise 5.1. I hope you got all the ideas related to arithmetic progression, Okay, we will meet you soon in next virtual class. Till then, goodbye. Have a nice day.